Hello guys, good evening. Today is October 2nd, first trading day of month of October after a bloody September. So today was no different. It was a gap down in the morning, and then we moved up on some of our names, and in the middle of the day there was like a crash, flush or crash, just sudden crash, which all the setups gave up. But we still had a decent day today. I started with some loss in the morning on the coin. I was short. It squeezed me. I did some mistake. I will tell you about that. Then I got out. I was looking to long, but even that was choppy, and I was down on it. Then I finally hit it short again, and then I came out, recovered all my losses. I will show you my time-stamped comments on coin. And then there was some good trades on NVDA long, good trades on Tesla long, Meta long, but swinging few names, which I will tell you about which names I'm swinging, and we'll go through all that. So most of the community, 60% of community was green in the morning, but it's the same scenario, right? If you are these days, if you're green in the morning, first half an hour or first hour, that is fine, and whatever is you left with and you hold it, that turns into red, which happened today. Right? So that's why I always say that make sure you're locking profits in the morning, because market is so unstable. And the other thing to note is all the indicators like VIX has been hot, US 10 years has been hot, 10-year yields, bonds are getting destroyed, and our US dollar index is hot, 10 years yield is hot. So we are not out of that, the crazy scary market yet. Today my trades were all based upon 18 VIX. So when VIX was fading under 18, we were trying to bounce the market, but most of the day market was in the chop. You could see this direction, and we did get some breakouts in the middle of the day, which I will show you, like on Meta and others. So we did get a middle day breakout, but it failed significantly and then pulled back. And then we had some squeeze end of the day. That's why I held a few names into the overnight. I will show you that what we did. So yeah, same story as September, nothing much, but we were able to squeeze green day in the community, and I will go through it, all of that with you guys now. All right, let's start. So I was up 45 minutes before the market opened. We went through all the names. Tesla had a delivery news, Rivian had a news. There was a bunch of news on Datadog and other cloud names and some AI names, so we put them in the watch list as well. Zscaler had an upgrade, so we had Zscaler on the watch list as well. Bitcoin was gapping up. That's why all the cloud names were gapping up. So all the cloud names, Morgan Stanley had upgraded, Microsoft, Adobe, MongoDB, DDog, and CrowdStrike. So they were also on our watch list. NVDA also had some news about, what was that? Goldman Sachs had added NVIDIA, Okta, and few other names to the conviction list. So they were also on our watch list. And, so we had our watch list ready. So we were ready. So this was my watch list this morning: Tesla, Rivian, DDog, ZS, SCDG, CRM, Coin, and then the marketplace: Apple, Microsoft, AMD, NVIDIA. This is the watch list which we watch. Doesn't mean I try to play everything. Of course I can't. That's not possible. But this is for the reference of what the community wants to play. I aggregate all the plays. Somebody's playing Microsoft, somebody's doing Apple, somebody is doing Coin, somebody is doing CRM. I share what I'm doing, and we try to have a nice green day. Our rules are same every day. We have the rules. If I show you the rules we follow, there's a clear-cut rules. If you go here in the rules we follow, so we have our rule set, right? What is our A plus setup? What is our B setup? So we follow A plus A setup, A minus, B plus B minus, C setup. And how do we define our risk levels, our day trading concepts? How do we figure the trend out at open? right? So, and then our other rules, range breaks, range breakouts, trading the open. So the bunch of rules we follow, so they are all consistent every day. We do not do anything different. So so that was that. Just wanted to show you. And once our watch list is ready, we were ready to start our day. As always, I was on the voice today guiding everyone. So let's see my comments. My levels were ready. They were levels were ready out of the gate. If you see, my level on Google was right on the point, right? And so once it starts pushing, when the market starts pushing, you know what level to risk. And 130 was such a clear level that you could risk that wherever you bought $1 risk and you made $3 on Google. So those are the types of trades you're going to do. What is your signal to long the Google? When market is strong, it is trying to get over the yesterday's lows, that's when you long it. So that's when you try to long, right? So levels are very important. So here are the levels. You can screenshot them, review. I spent some time making those levels in the morning, and you can review those levels and then you see how they worked out. So the point was, if this level holds, 130 holds, and it breaks over 130, 120, it breaks over 130, 120, and then you get into the 131 calls, and that's the plan. So that's how it kind of worked pretty nicely. How to use these levels, right? So how to use these levels: support and resistance pivot. Support means if this is holding and it's getting over EMA clouds, then you long. But if it's breaking, it's under EMA clouds, you short, and you use those levels to risk. So it was holding it. 130 was our risk, but it was also breaking the pivot level that I gave. So then when the pivot level breaks, then that's when you take the 131 calls. You use the stops, either this or this. This would be very tight stop. So you have to use the pre-market lows or the daily stop levels, and then you trade. And the 131C went really nice, 40-50%. So so that was how you use the levels. So I give those levels every day, so they were very helpful. So now let's look at some more. Okay, let's look at what else we did. So yeah. So the plan was WIX had resistance at 1860.19, which will give us bias. Market bearish to neutral bias at open because it was gapping down, bearish to neutral versus the pre-market highs. Coin Mara names were on watch list. Either way would have been playing it. CRM idea. Why was I was interested in it? I was interested in versus the 200 for the resistance, and if it was failing, then it was short. But if it's holding, it started as a B minus setup versus the 200, reclaimed bullish EMAs, pushed into 205, 4 points versus 200. It's a psychological level. I also like it for a swing. If market behaves versus this 200, CRM can be a nice little swing, but we'll see what it does. Still like it. So talk about it again and again. So this idea kind of worked out. ZS and CrowdStrike as well were on my watch list because of the upgrade. So you will see, if you want to just see how did that. So right at the open, I said long it versus the EMA clouds. So you long versus the EMA clouds right at the open in 10 minutes. If you're longing at 160 area, right, you're risking something here at 158.61 area, almost $1.25 risk. Or if you pull back, you long it, it's over yesterday highs, right? So you need to see it is over yesterday highs. So where did it push to? It pushed to 163. So right, so it's pushed $3 from your entry. So that was the key as well on the ZS. So that was one of the trades that we did today. Okay, let's look at some of my other trades. So what was my morning comments? Let's see. So it's important. Today was a great example to lock your morning profits so that you never let the green trade turn red. So that is always the key. Okay. So NVDA was on the watch because of the breakout. I have the, NVDA was on the watch because of the breakout. And if you can see, so NVDA, I was long over PM highs. Long over PM highs from 440 to 50 to 451. I can show you the all setup on NVDA if you want. Let me just quickly go there and find it for you guys on NVDA. I think I should have it somewhere. Give me a second. Sorry, my video, I had to pause my video recording, so I had to restart it. So I need to see what I missed. Okay, so let me continue from NVIDIA. Let's talk about Tesla quickly. So what did we do on Tesla today? So let me show you guys on Tesla. So Tesla this morning was gapping down. So Tesla was gapping down. So the key was, if we are trying to long Tesla right out of the gate, you can clearly see there's a level at 240, right? So the 240, which is a 1 hour level, you can see. So that is your risk. No matter where you are, that is your risk. So if you add right at open, you assume that 340 is your risk and you take a B minus long. Why it's a B minus long? Because it's under the bearish trend, right? So that's why, let me show you where I said that. Let me go there on the Tesla, my Tesla comments, to find it. 1 second. Yeah, so you can see here. So Tesla recap. So what did I say? Tesla is a B minus long. So what does the B minus long mean? It means it's in the bearish trend. So you have to size small on the long. I just showed you the daily resist support level 240. That was risk. So wherever you add at open, you're risking $4, right? Or if you are risking options, you're taking those options which you can afford to lose whatever they lose because of their delta if the stock fails at $4. Or else you wait it out 10 minutes and see what happens on the pullback of 244. You add there, risk is the same, or you can risk the low of the day of the first candle, 242. So that's why I said right away on my, I didn't add it, but I was sharing with others that this is a Tesla B minus long. So you can see Tesla B minus long, and then my targets were 248, 249.20 for those who were long in B minus setup. And then we logged profits at 248, and then I started to get interested in it as I scalped it later when it was started to get into the bullish mode. So you see the 250 was the key level that clearly said, and that was my next target. If it breaks 250, I knew it can push to 252. Breaks 250, pushes back, hold is 512 EMA, and continues to push towards my next targets, what was 253.50, and met my next target as well, 253.50. next target held as well. So you see the whole guidance from start till the highs of the day. So those are some of the rules I follow. And I never do the hint side thing. I'm showing you what my guidance was in the community on Tesla. So that was a decent mover for us as well on Tesla trade. So we already looked at what we did for Meta. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Meta was the long at the open. But the other thing to note today is there was this flush, which I will talk about in a minute, or I'll just. So mid of the day breakouts are very risky, guys. They are less probable. So that's why you have to lock your profits. So this was a midday flag breakouts that was coming in, and if you were long from the open and you did not take any profit on the Meta when it was giving you $4 and holding everything, and when it faded, the midday failed breakout here back, and then you were red or flat green again. So you have to scale out some at first, and then so that you can add later, and never goes big sizes. This is midday breakouts are like B plus or A minus, so don't avoid them when you can. But today was a weird day in the market when this big flush came. So if you lost there, it's not really your fault. Those kind of plays do come in. So okay, so let me go quickly on the coin, guys. So coin, what happened with coin today? So coin, here was my plan for the day on coin. So you see any pops to short, I wanted to fill this gap. Right at open, I was ready to fill the gap, but my execution was bad. As soon as it started failing this level, started failing this level, I hit the short, then it squeezed me right away. And my stops were 1955, the pre-market highs, and I stopped out because it was breaking out of my highs, and I was expecting it to push more because I saw Bitcoin going. But then it rejected the daily level, which I failed to see the daily 80 resistance level, such a big level. And that's why I did not hold my short. I covered it. You can see. So I covered my short and I became bullish, right? So I lost. What did I lose? I lost almost $1.20 on my long side, and I got on the long. But then the long, it was heavy again, lower highs, lower lows, and then I was back short again. So I lost on it almost $1.50 trying to go short, going to go long. But then you can see I was short again, right here, short again at 9:53 a.m. And this time we got it, right? So I was short again from 78 all the way. I covered here at 76s. I should have held, but because I already played it 2-3 times, and such plays make you more emotional. So I wanted to get out because I messed up in the morning. So I wanted to trade it, take my profits and move. So I lost $1.25 per share, but I did make $2 per share. Many people in community, it never came over EMA Clouds, held it, went to 75, $3 per share. So the idea worked, but the execution was wrong. If I did not short again here, right, then that was a big squeeze, big loss for me on my couple thousand shares that I was trading, and it would have hard for me to get back green, maybe on other plays which worked, NVDA and stuff, but this was the bad execution. So just to give you an example, right? So it's always things don't work. Maybe somebody else executed better than me, or maybe somebody who saw me short in the morning, he shorted and went away and did not even see that it squeezed for a bit, and he made money later because he just followed my alert. But that's not the right way either, right? Because you need to see why a trade is working and why it's not working. So anyways, coin was big example today. The idea thesis worked. Could have been a bigger win if I hit a short, B minus short on this rejection, waited 10 minutes and then added more here. This would have been a big huge winner, but that's fine. So mistakes happen, but as long as we learn from them, we keep moving on. So guys, that was the coin trade today. So that's it, guys. Didn't really want to cover too much, just wanted to cover this coin, Meta, NVDA, Google. You saw all these trades, and these were the main trades of the day, and nothing much in SPY QQ. It tried to break out, but it failed to break in the middle of the day. Choppy. QQQ also tried to flag break and pulled back. So nothing much going on there. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. We'll be ready for tomorrow either ways. There's some nice daily chart setups that are setting up. So we'll definitely look to do better tomorrow. All right, guys. Thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.